Okay.
Marina ma'am, you can start, please.
Okay. Wishing you all a wonderfully good evening and welcome to this webinar on admission process of engineering degree courses. Today, all of us are living in an environment of stress and uncertainty. And in this situation, it is natural to have apprehensions about admissions and its processes. The Universal College of Engineering understands your worries and hence decided to conduct this webinar to guide you through the admission process. Before we begin, I would like to introduce you to the Universal College of Engineering through a short video. Aniket sir, please play the video for us.
An ocean of possibilities. As a youngster aspiring to be an engineer, I was always in a quest for the right path. That's when I stepped into the Universal College of Engineering. An ocean of possibilities. From acquiring the want to constructing a better world with civil. To the innovative, tech-savvy world of IT and computer engineering. From the elation of designing futuristic solar vehicles to exploring the world of robotics, electronics, and telecommunications. We got to do it all. Life at Universal, from the very beginning, was much more than just syllabi. All of that combining with first and second year internships with leading companies and excellent placement offers as we pass out, Universal Shaw gives us every reason to smile. They've taught us how to fly. As a youngster aspiring to be an engineer, I was always in a quest for the right path.
Okay. Thank you, Aniket. Dear audience, we request you to keep your audio muted throughout the session. You can post your questions in the chat box. We will keep note of your questions and get back to you during the question answer session. Our speaker for today is our respected campus director, Dr. J.B. Patil. I hope everybody has muted. Please mute your please mute your audio, everyone. Thank you. Our speaker for today is our respected campus director, Dr. J.B. Patil. Let me give you a brief introduction to this vibrant personality. Dr. J.B. Patil has done his MTech degree from MS Vidve College of Engineering, Latur, and his master's in management studies from Vivekananda College of Management, Mumbai University. He completed his ME in machine design from Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai University. He is a PhD holder in technology management from New Age International University, Europe. With a vast experience of more than 20 years, he has led, conducted, planned, and delivered many events at national and international level, like paper presentation, conferences affiliated to prestigious organizations like CSI, IEEE, and IET. I welcome you, sir, in this insightful and informative webinar and request you to forward the session.
Thank you, Marina. Good evening, all the participants. I welcome you all for this informative webinar on the August auspicious Day of Independence. Today we are celebrating 74th Independence Day. So I wish you all a happy Independence Day. My dear friends, there is a lot of ambiguity in the minds of the people that how would be the admission process of engineering, whether the admission process is going to take, whether seat is going to happen, what would be the criteria, what are the documents required, where we will approach, which college is good, which stream is good, how are the placements, whether this novel coronavirus pandemic is going to postpone the entire academic session. There are so many queries among all the participants. I request all the participants to please mute your mic and video as well, because there would be more clarity. I could see some Siddiq Alam. Please mute your mic and video so that you will be able to listen to us very effectively. Thank you. My dear friends, so we are coming out with the exact process which was followed till last academic year, and 99% the same procedure will be followed for admission process. Now I am sharing my screen. Let me tell you that the entire admission process is being managed by ARA, that is Admission Regulatory Authority, which is being basically followed by the Director of Technical Education. These are the people. You could see my screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So the outline of the webinar today is I would be talking about the eligibility criteria, the admission process, what are the documents to be verified, what are minority seats and scholarships, UCV highlights, that is our college highlights, and the feedback form which would be given to you after the webinar. So if I go to the eligibility criteria, let me tell you, this is post HSC candidates, that is after 12th standard, the candidate can go for first year engineering, and he has to appear either joint entrance examination all India level or Maharashtra CET. Let me tell you the JEE 1 which has happened in January, and the second which is going to happen in September, where the government has declared that in the first week of September you are going to have JEE examinations. There would be a possibility that in the month of September itself, either mid or end of the September, there would be a Maharashtra CET also, where the non-zero score in these examination will be eligibility criteria for admission to engineering. When I say non-zero, even if the student secured 1 mark, is eligible for admission to engineering. For open category candidates, your 12th PCM mark should be 50% for open category, or physics, mathematics plus occasional subject. When I say occasional subject, it is either computer science, electronics engineering, electrical engineering, any occasional subject you have. You delete chemistry, you remove chemistry and add occasional, then it would be out of 300, you should have 150 marks. And for reserve category, it is 45% for OBC, SC, ST, VJ, NT. Both PCM 45% and PM plus occasional is also 45%. So this is the eligibility criteria. You are eligible to take admission in engineering if you possess these scores in your 12th standard and your entrance examination. Now, if the person who has done his diploma course and he wants to take admission to first year engineering, for open category, he should secure 50% marks in diploma engineering final year, and for reserve category, it is 45%. So this is the eligibility criteria. The next is admission process. Remember, there are two types of admissions. One is centralized allotment process, that is CAP. It is being conducted by the ARA, that is Admission Regulatory Authority. Okay. And the second is institution level quota admissions. This institution quota is available to all the colleges. Let me come one by one. Let us understand the centralized allotment process. When the centralized allotment allotment process, the ARA or DT will declare its advertisement in the leading newspapers in Maharashtra, where they would be giving you a registration date and a link. You will have to go to the website of Admission Regulatory Authority or DT, and it is mandatory to register yourself. When I say register yourself, you need to register and create your login and password and write all your details like your name, address, your religion, your 12th marks, your PCM marks or your occasional marks, your JEE marks, your everything has to be registered there, and you have to submit. After you submit, and you have to also upload the required documents. I would tell you what are the documents you require to upload, because this is very important, my dear friends. You have a lot of time now. All the documents which you have with you right now, please scan those documents properly and keep it ready for the admission process, because at the time of admission process, you don't have to run here and there. Okay. Now, these are the list of documents which you need to have. That is SSC mark sheet, that is the 10th standard mark sheet, 12th standard mark sheet you should have. You should have MHCT 2020 online application form also, which you have filled. Hall ticket of MHCT 2020, whenever it's going to come, you keep it ready. Scorecard of JEE, scorecard of CET, school or college living certificate, your domicile certificate or certificate of Indian nationality. Here is either birth certificate or passport is will be eligible, If you don't have domicile also will do, but you should have birth certificate which will specify your nationality. Then physical fitness issued by the registered medical practitioner. If from your family doctor, take your physical fitness also certificate on one page. Then if you have gap, that is if you have taken a gap and repeated your JEE or CET, then you should provide an affidavit for gap in studies, and you should also give the anti-ragging affidavit on 100 rupees non-judicial stamp paper that will be available in the admission brochure which is given by Admission Regulatory Authority. So these are the documents. Right now you might be having HSC, SSC mark sheet, your application form of MHCT, your scorecard of JEE, domicile, physical fitness, you can take in and keep it ready. So all these documents you scan and keep it ready. These are the minimum documents required for the verification purpose. Now, if the person or if the student is from reserve category, then you should have your caste certificate. If you should have your non-creamy layer if required. These are the other documents you should have. If you are the student is going to apply in case of minority colleges, like you have two kinds of minority, I'll come to that. You should have minority certificate, either it might be linguistic or religious minority. That can be taken from your Samaj office and can be kept ready. So these are the different documents which are required for admission process. Then after that, you will have to verify these documents. When you upload these documents while registration, physically you will have to take these documents to the FC center. FC is facilitation centers. These are the centers allotted by the Admission Regulatory Authority, ARA. In your nearby area, you can visit that college and verify your documents, take a stamp, and then your name will be visible on the merit list. My dear friends, this is very, very important, because after verification of documents only, it is verified and authenticated that you are eligible for engineering. Then after verification of documents, there would be a display of merit list by the ARA, and that merit list will be published on the website. Now, once that merit list is published, they would give 2 days time for any queries or any clarifications required. Then after 2 days, there would be a date where you are allowed to fill the preferences, or you can say option filling form, which college you want to join. Based on that, you give your 45 preferences, maximum 45 preferences you can give, and then submit that document. Once that date is over, 2 to 3 days will be given for that. After that date, the first cap merit list, that is college allotment list, will be displayed. Once that college allotment list is displayed, my dear friend, if your choice college, if you are given a first preference choice, and if you get that choice of college, then it is required that you will have to join that college mandatorily. Remember well. Okay. तो आपको ये करना है कि आपको जब कैप में अलॉटमेंट होगा फर्स्ट मेरिट लिस्ट में, आपको जाना है एफसी सेंटर में और एआरसी सेंटर में, आई एम सॉरी, दैट इज एडमिशन रिपोर्टिंग सेंटर में आपको जाना है, और उधर आप 3 ऑप्शंस दे सकते हो, या तो फ्रीज, फ्लोट और स्लाइड. मैं थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करता हूं ये क्या होता है. एग्जांपल, मैंने यूनिवर्सल कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग में मुझे फर्स्ट मेरिट लिस्ट में लगा और मुझे उधर ही लेना है एडमिशन, तो मैं उसको फ्रीज कर सकता हूं. वो जाके आपको एआरसी में करना है और उनका 1000 रुपए फीस होता है, वो आपको उधर भरना पड़ता है. When you pay that fees and freeze your admission is confirmed and they will give you a stamped copy. Then you will have to go to that college. उधर कॉलेज में आपको जाके डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करके उनके कॉलेज के फीस भर के आपको एडमिशन लेना है. सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज स्लाइड ऑप्शन. स्लाइड मतलब उसी कॉलेज में मुझे अच्छा ब्रांच चाहिए, लाइक अभी मुझे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में मिला एग्जांपल, या मुझे सिविल में मिला है और मुझे कंप्यूटर में चाहिए उसी कॉलेज में, तो मैं ऑप्शन देते टाइम 45 ऑप्शन जब मैं देता हूं तो आप एक ही कॉलेज के 4-5 ऑप्शन भी दे सकते हैं, जितने भी उधर ब्रांचेस है। लाइक अभी हमारे कॉलेज में सिविल है, कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग है, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी आईटी है, फिर अभी 2 नए कोर्सेस हमने चालू किए हैं अंडर कंप्यूटर साइंस, स्पेशलाइजेशन इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड मशीन लर्निंग, कंप्यूटर साइंस स्पेशलाइजेशन इन डेटा इंजीनियरिंग। ये 5 कोर्सेस हमारे पास है। तो आप इसमें से आपके प्रेफरेंस के हिसाब से आप 5 ऑप्शन दे सकते हैं, फिर आप स्लाइड में जा सकते हो। एंड थर्ड ऑप्शन इज कॉल्ड एज फ्लोट ऑप्शन, कि मुझे जो कॉलेज लगा है मुझे उसमें इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है, सो आई एम गोइंग टू फ्लोट। नाउ बेस्ड ऑन दीज 3 ऑप्शंस लाइक फ्रीज, फ्लोट और स्लाइड, ये तीनों ऑप्शन जो भी आपको करना है आपको ARC में जाके ही करना पड़ेगा। इफ यू डोंट विजिट टू ARC then you are out of cap round. Remember, my dear friends, many students make these mistakes and they land up in chaos and they are out of cap. So you will have, जो भी आपको करना है, freeze, float या slide, जो भी करना है, इसका रिपोर्टिंग आपको ऑनलाइन करके ARC में जाके स्टैम्प लगवाना। आपको ARC में एक बार ही जाना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद आपको जाने की जरूरत नहीं। अभी आपका कैप मेरिट लिस्ट 1 में आपका नाम आया है और आपने कॉलेज फ्रीज किया है, तो नेक्स्ट 4-5 days में you will have to go to that college, pay the fees and join the college. The next is this I have told you, freeze, float and slide. Then next would be after the cap round there would be second round, same process, third round, same process. See, till last year there were 3 rounds of admission process, and after third round there would not be any rounds. There was only a round for government engineering colleges. Now we'll have to wait. आपने को रुकना पड़ेगा कि क्या गवर्नमेंट के रेगुलेशंस, क्या नॉर्म्स अभी आते हैं, but 99.99% the same process will be followed because it's a common and standard admission process followed by admission regulatory authority every time. So ज्यादा से ज्यादा इसके 3 राउंड के 2 राउंड हो सकते हैं या 3 के 4 राउंड हो सकते हैं, जो भी है, बट इसमें ज्यादा कुछ फर्क नहीं आएगा। या थोड़ा जो ड्यूरेशन ऑफ टाइम है वो कम हो सकता है, जैसे आपको रजिस्टर करने के लिए 10 दिन देते हो, 5 दिन हो सकता है, फिर कैप राउंड 1 के लिए 8 दिन दे सकते हो, 4 दिन हो सकता है। ऐसे कुछ टाइमिंग्स में या रेंज ऑफ डेज में कम ज्यादा होएगा, बट एडमिशन प्रोसेस वुड रिमेन सेम। थर्ड इज नेक्स्ट इज इंस्टीट्यूशन लेवल एडमिशन, जैसे बोलते हैं हम मैनेजमेंट कोटा बोलते हैं मेनी टाइम्स, और द सीट्स व्हिच आर देयर इन द कॉलेज। इसमें मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि 20% सीट्स उनके इनटेक के हिसाब से वो कॉलेज में होते हैं। जैसे मेरे कॉलेज में 120 सीट्स कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग के है, तो इंस्टीट्यूशन लेवल हमारे हाथ में 24 सीट्स होती है। अभी इस कोटा में एडमिशन लेने के लिए भी आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑन DT वेबसाइट करना जरूरी है, डॉक्यूमेंट वेरिफिकेशन एट फैसिलिटेशन सेंटर वो भी करना जरूरी है, बिकॉज आपका नाम मेरिट लिस्ट में आना ही चाहिए। जब आपका नाम मेरिट लिस्ट में आएगा, then only you are eligible for admission either in government quota or इंस्टीट्यूशन लेवल एडमिशन। दोनों एडमिशन प्रोसेस के लिए आपको मेरिट लिस्ट में आपका नाम आना जरूरी है। अगर आपका नाम मेरिट लिस्ट में नहीं आता है तो आपको कोई भी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज एडमिशन नहीं देगा। तो ये आपको ध्यान रखना है कि मुझे न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना है CET एग्जाम के बाद, उसके रिजल्ट के बाद आपका प्रोसेस आएगा, न्यूज़पेपर सब डिटेल्स आएगा, उनका पूरा शेड्यूल आ जाएगा, आपको शेड्यूल फॉलो करना है। अभी जितने भी हमारे पास डेटाबेस है, हमारे पास जितने भी बच्चों के कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है, हम उनको बीच बीच में सब इंफॉर्मेशन देते रहेंगे, दैट्स डोंट वरी। देन थर्ड वुड बी व्हेन योर नेम इज अपीयर्ड इन द merit list, then you can visit to our institute or any institute and fill the form. इंस्टीट्यूशन का एक फॉर्म होता है, इसके बाद भी आपको एक फॉर्म मिल जाएगा, लिंक मिल जाएगी, अगर आपको इंटरेस्टेड है आप तो फॉर्म भर के रख सकते हैं। फिर इंस्टीट्यूशन का फॉर्म्स आप भरने के बाद इंस्टीट्यूशन डिस्प्ले मेरिट लिस्ट करेगी, और मेरिट लिस्ट डिस्प्ले करने के बाद एज पर मेरिट द कॉलेज विल गिव यू एडमिशन। सो रिमेंबर, every college has got 20% of seats which are अवेलेबल फॉर इंस्टीट्यूशन लेवल एडमिशन। अगर आपने तय कर दिया है कि मुझे एक्स एंड वाई जेड कॉलेज में जाना है, तो आप उस कॉलेज में जाके डायरेक्टली आपका मेरिट लिस्ट डिस्प्ले होने के बाद वो कॉलेज में जाके कॉलेज का फॉर्म भर के उनके मेरिट लिस्ट की आप राह देख सकते हैं। सो यू डोंट हैव टू गो फॉर कैप. This is one. So I have told you that 20% seats are available in the. There is something called as minority quota. Minority quota दो टाइप के होते हैं, एक होता है linguistic minority, एक होता है religious minority. Linguistic minority में क्या होता है, like we are Gujarati linguistic minority. एक होता है हिंदी linguistic minority, एक होता है मलयालम या तेलुगु linguistic minority. एक ये हो गया. सेकेंड हो गया रिलीजियस माइनॉरिटी. रिलीजियस माइनॉरिटी माइट बी ए मुस्लिम माइनॉरिटी, जैन माइनॉरिटी, पारसी माइनॉरिटी. ये कॉलेजेस होते हैं. ओके, उसमें 51% सीट्स आर रिजर्व्ड फॉर दीज माइनॉरिटी स्टूडेंट्स. बट रिमेंबर माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, these 51% seats are also being filled by centralized admission process by ARA or DT. It is not in the hands of college. So if you are going to apply for minority quota, then you will have to apply through CAP only, that I want to apply for Jain minority or I want to apply for Gujarati linguistic minority, and prerequisite document from your Samaj office can be submitted there. So you will have better stake to get good colleges under minority. Like कोई गुजराती बच्चा है और उसको मार्क कम है, अगर वो माइनॉरिटी स्टेटस में हमारे कॉलेज में अप्लाई करता है तो उसको फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस मिलेगा, बिकॉज ही वुड बी हैविंग मोर नंबर ऑफ सीट्स. सिमिलरली इफ यू आर अ रिलीजियस जैन माइनॉरिटी, अगर आप जैन माइनॉरिटी और जैन माइनॉरिटी में फॉर्म भरा, जो जैन माइनॉरिटी कॉलेजेस है उसमें आपको पहला चांस मिल सकता है. तो आप ओपन में नहीं रहोगे, आप माइनॉरिटी में रहोगे. तो इसका सब कट ऑफ of all the colleges in minority, open and reserved categories is available on the DT website. You can go and visit and check. You can also check how many seats are there, how many seats are available for open, how many seats are available for reserved category, minority, everything can be checked. Other than institution level seats, all seats are being filled by admission regulatory authority through centralized admission process. Now there are types of scholarships. The reserved category seats bhi hote hai for SC candidates, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, other backward castes, BJ, NT and other castes. So these categories also you can apply and get the benefits both in admission also and in the fees also. Okay, and remember these seats, the category segregation of seats is also available on the DT website. You can then second category is economically backward class. Even if you get admission in open category, and if your father's income or your family income is less than 8 lakhs of rupees, you are eligible for economically backward class. There is a form given by all the colleges. After taking the admission, you can fill that form, submit the regular document. इसमें आपको income certificate लगता है आपके पिताजी का from तहसीलदार और कलेक्टर और द कॉम्पिटेंट अथॉरिटी, और उसके साथ आपका आधार कार्ड, बैंक अकाउंट, सब डिटेल्स लगेगा. वो भरने के बाद आपको 50% फीस ही भरना पड़ेगा, बाकी का 50% सीट फीस गवर्नमेंट देती है. तो एक ये हो गया इकोनॉमिकल बैकवर्ड क्लास. देन थर्ड इज TFWS, दैट इज ट्यूशन फी वेवर स्कीम. ये जिसकी एनुअल इनकम, फैमिली एनुअल इनकम 4 लाख के नीचे है, वो आप TFWS के स्कीम में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं in the first registration only at the CAP, saying that you should have, at that time you should have income certificate and the other required documents to submit. क्योंकि आप TFWS में हर एक कॉलेज में, हर एक ब्रांच में 5% सीट्स in addition to intake रहते हैं. अगर 60 का इंटेक है तो 3 सीट्स हर एक ब्रांच में, अगर 120 का इंटेक है तो 6 सीट्स TFWS कैटेगरी में रहते हैं. तो इस कैटेगरी में आपको अप्लाई करना है. अगर आपका एनुअल इनकम 4 लाख से फैमिली इनकम कम है तो आपके पास उसका इनकम सर्टिफिकेट होना बहुत जरूरी है. तो इसमें भी आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, तो आपको मिलने के चांसेस ज्यादा है. ऑफ कोर्स अगेन all these seats, all these scholarships are eligible only for CAP people and not institution level admissions, remember. और ये सब सेंट्रलाइज एडमिशन प्रोसेस में ही होगा, और जो कॉलेज आपको मिल चाहिए वो मेरिट के बेसिस पे ही मिलेगा. not on only the category, but it is on merit basis. Remember. Okay, so after the first round, second round, and third round is over, all the remaining vacant seats, you can directly go to the college and apply there and get the seats as per merit. अभी remember, अभी जैसे मेरे कॉलेज की बात अगर मैं करता हूं, तो people who fill the form, we call them on first come first service and we give the admissions. Okay, so this is the admission process basically. I'll just revise whatever I have said in 1 minute. आपको DT के साइट में जाके आपको रजिस्टर करना है, आपके डिटेल्स भरना है, आपको डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपलोड करने, जो लिस्ट ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट्स मैंने आपको बताया था, वो डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपलोड करने के बाद, सबमिट करने के बाद आपको FC सेंटर में जाके सभी डॉक्यूमेंट्स वेरीफाई करने हैं. वो सब डॉक्यूमेंट्स वेरीफाई करने के बाद आपका मेरिट लिस्ट जनरेट होगा. आफ्टर मेरिट लिस्ट, थर्ड इज यू आर फिलिंग द ऑप्शन फॉर्म. आफ्टर फिलिंग द ऑप्शन फॉर्म, there would be display of first allotment list. After first allotment list, either you can freeze, float or slide the option. वो आपको ऑनलाइन करके आपको ARC सेंटर में जाके वो सबमिट करना है, थप्पा मार के लेके आना है उस लेटर पे. Then after that you are eligible for second round, third round, or you can directly go to the colleges, allotted college, and take the admission. ये process, same process is applicable for second round, again option form, third round again option form. So this process is same. Of course, afterwards, if you want to take admission in institution quota, you can again register at DT website. Document verification is done at FC center. Merit list is generated, and then you are eligible for institution quota admissions. Okay. So dear friends, this is the admission process as such. तो आपको घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको आपके पास सब डॉक्यूमेंट्स रेडी करना है और सीईटी का डेट तुरंत थोड़े दिन में, 1 हफ्ते में डिक्लेयर हो जाएगा. कभी डेट होगी, डेफिनेटली देयर वुड बी एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. एज ऑफ नाउ गवर्नमेंट हैज नॉट सेड एनीथिंग, सो 99.99% एग्जाम होने की चांसेस है. अभी मैं थोड़ा सा हाईलाइट्स करता हूं हमारे कॉलेज के बारे में, दैट इज यूनिवर्सल कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग. लेट मी टेल यू, यूनिवर्सल कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग has started in the year 2012 with 5 branches, and currently we have 420 intake, and we have branches such as civil engineering, computer engineering, information technology, computer science, specialization in data engineering, and computer science specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning. We always take care of academics by covering the 100% syllabus in all the semesters, personal guidance to the students, and personal motivation to the students. We have well qualified faculty, dedicated, young, dynamic faculty who guides the students, mentor the students. They are philosopher, mentor, friend, and guide, and they take students from raw material to the finished products. So faculty has got that potential. We also conduct different types of events like sports, cultural events. We also conduct national level paper presentation. We also conduct national level poster and project presentations. We have a national tech fest called Viro, where 3,000 to 4,000 students participants. We send our students to participate in all IIT competitions. We are basically recognized as IIT champs. My dear friends, let me tell you, from last 7 years, we are winners in 8 IITs. And these are our students guided by who have won the prize. This year, in the last week, there was a declaration of Smart India Hackathon. One of our team has won and declared winner in a particular zone and category, and they awarded 1 lakh rupees of prize. So these are the different events which we conduct at our college. We have a very active student council who basically the mediator between the faculty, management, and students, who also conducts all these events, and they participate in different activities. We have, let me tell you, our USP is industrial visits and internships. We have started giving internships to students right from our inception, that is 2012. Right from first year, we are giving internships to the students, either it is industry internships, virtual internships, or the online internships or the virtual internships. Secondly, we take students to industrial visits every year. 1 or 2 industries in their domain, like computer engineering, will go to their industries, civil engineer will go to their industries, and these students are benefited by live visits. Then every student has one thing in mind कि मेरा placement कैसा होगा. देखो मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है बताने के लिए कि हमारा प्लेसमेंट 90 to 100% every year है for all eligible students. When I say eligible students, every good company which says that they want the all first class students, all the students are placed in the companies. So we have, let me just tell you some highlights of 2020, which companies, the maximum package given to our students this year is 12 lakhs per annum, and minimum package is 5.15 lakhs per annum. It means till March 2020 we had placed 86% of the students, or आज August है 99% of the students have placed. And the big companies, like we have placed students in Byju's, Upgrad, Java Education, TCS, LTI, Wipro, Capgemini, AWS, GS, Autocintel, IBM, Decathlon, Hitachi, A1, Cellstar. Then these are the highlighted companies. Then some of the students also have been placed in L&T, Infotech, etc. So these are the number of companies which are being placed. My dear friends, our duty is to take students for the placement in interviews that we call companies for interview. It is you who need to possess the skills. For that, we have also started with the add-on courses. We also started with the recent skills. Especially in civil engineering, now we have started with industry institute interaction, where we have connected with 40 industries, and we are training to the students based on their skills of requirements. Okay, so placement is very satisfactory, and we are proud to say that around 120 to 150 students are studying abroad from our college. From 2016, the first batch passed out, to this batch 2020, around 120 to 150 students are studying in US, UK, Canada, Australia, and some of them have completed their masters and PhDs also. Okay, so these are the highlights. Then we are located in the suburbs of Mumbai, that is Vasai, Kaman. Our area of college is 4.5 acres, green, lush green campus. We call it as Oxygen Parlor. We have bus facility from Vasai, Mira Road, Thane, and Borivali. And probably we are going to start the bus facility from Bhiwandi also, and Mira Road. So students travel in college bus. Of course, this bus is a paid one. And students come, enjoy the college, and go after the college. And they do well in their studies because they are studying in the environment. Now, these are our brief highlights. I have spoken to you in detail about the admission process also. Now we can ask questions if you have any questions regarding the admission process. If you have any, if you have any questions regarding to anything about engineering, you can ask me.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Thank you for the information. My first question is,
Yes.
the options available, whether the options are available, 45 options are available, or 200 choice options are available.
Sir, you can give even 200 also options. There is no problem. See, you can give one option or you can give 200 options.
But they are providing us 45 options or 200 options while filling up the choice.
See, as far as last year, it was unlimited options they had given. Okay.
Okay.
So I had requested students to give those only options, because see, if you are living in Mumbai and if you give option of उस्मानाबाद और आपका उधर नंबर आ गया तो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट अगेन टू चेंज एक्सेट्रा. ओके, सो जितने लिमिटेड ऑप्शंस हम देंगे उतना अपने को माइक्रोस्कोपिकली यू आर फोकस्ड ओनली दोज कॉलेजेस.
Okay. And sir, my another question is whether domicile is compulsory?
Domicile is not compulsory if you have birth certificate or passport.
Okay, okay. So
Domicile
if I want to give the universal college as an option, so it should be my first preference.
Yes. See, if you have decided to take a college, see example मैं बताता हूँ, अगर आपको 99% marks है, assume.
Okay.
Then you can give a choice of VJTI that yes VJTI है SPCA. अगर मेरे परसेंटेज कम है 70 है 80 तक है तो आप मेरा कॉलेज को एडमिशन लेना चाहते तो फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस देना चाहिए. आप ऐसा कॉलेज चूज करो कि जिसमें आपको मिलने का मैक्सिमम चांस है. तो वो कट ऑफ लिस्ट आपको डीटी के वेबसाइट में पिछले 2 साल की मिल जाएगी. यस, रत्नाकर वांट्स टू से समथिंग. या, वेलकम. Hello.
Hello, sir. There is a question from Ratnakar Mishra. What JEE exam procedure he wants to know? What JEE exam procedure?
JEE exam procedure is an online exam. You have given the exam in January. Same procedure will be there now also.
Another question. Another question from Ratnakar Mishra is MHCET exam will be conducting or not? Please explain.
See, as of now, the exam will be there because there is no notification that exam has cancelled or exam has been postponed. अपना है कि जैसे CET जैसे तुम्हारा JEE डिक्लेयर हुआ है वैसे डेफिनेटली आपका CET भी होगा. अभी तक कैंसिल का कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है. So there is a maximum chance that you are going to have examination. You will have to wait for government notifications.
Another question from Sanskriti Singh.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another question from Sanskriti Singh. Grouping criteria, whether it is coming down or not?
As of now, no. If you are open category, you should have 50% marks in PCM. If you are reserve category, you should have 45% of marks.
Another question from Kavita Barfa, that is, how would the admission procedure done in the absence of MHCET exam and JEE main exams?
See, in case अगर गवर्नमेंट CET कैंसिल करती है तो अपने को वेट एंड वॉच करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि 100% बच्चों ने JEE नहीं दिया है. अगर CET कैंसिल होती है तो 12th के बेसिस पे आपका एडमिशन होगा PCM पे या तुम्हारा PM प्लस वोकेशनल पे. प्रोबेबिलिटी है, ये ऐसा नहीं कि मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि CET कैंसिल होगा. अगर होगा तो गवर्नमेंट उसके गाइडलाइंस देगी.
Next question from Kajol Gore. Can a open category students can do engineering without getting 50%, mean less than that?
No, he is not eligible. 50% in PCM or 50% in physics, maths or any vocational course together, he should have 150 marks out of 300.
Another question from Kajol. That is, sir, unreserved category का scholarship नहीं है क्या?
देखो, मैंने 2 टाइप्स के स्कॉलरशिप बोले हैं जो अनरिजर्व में है. एक तो तुम्हारा स्कॉलरशिप है इकोनॉमिकली EBC. If your income is less than 8 lakhs rupees, 8 lakhs or less than 8 lakhs, you are eligible for 50% of scholarship under economically backward class. Now, if you are in a minority, there is one more scholarship called as minority scholarship that is applicable for Muslim minority, Jain minority, Parsi minority. वो उसके फॉर्म्स गवर्नमेंट निकालती है, उसमें आपको मैक्सिमम 25,000 स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकता है. बट अगेन यू शुड हैव द माइनॉरिटी सर्टिफिकेट विद यू.
Next question is from Sumant. That is, what is the cutoff of UCOE, that is Universal College of Engineering, and what is the free structure?
हाँ, यूसीओई का अगर आप ओपन कैटेगरी का कट ऑफ बोलेंगे तो कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग में 73% है, और आई वुड से 73% है सीईटी स्कोर. इफ यू वांट सिविल इट इज 63, इफ यू वांट आईटी इट इज 70. और अभी हमारे दो नए ब्रांचेस है, दैट इज कंप्यूटर साइंस स्पेशलाइजेशन इन डेटा इंजीनियरिंग एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस स्पेशलाइजेशन इन एआई एंड एमएल. We'll have to wait. Or fee structure is, fee is definitely, let me tell you, fee is approved by Shikshan Shulk Samiti, that is a fee regulatory authority, and our college fee is 1,17,000 rupees as approved by the government of Maharashtra.
Okay, sir. The next question is computer science is better or computer engineering is better? This is question from Arush.
See, computer engineering is a plain computer engineering subject. When you take computer science in Mumbai University, computer science you have its specialization. Computer science specialization in data engineering, computer science specialization in cyber security, computer science specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning. So computer engineering would give you the overview of entire hardware and software, whereas computer science in specialization in particular subject would give you specialized degree in that particular domain. So this is a difference.
Okay, sir. The next question is, sir, how much minimum score in a CET is required to get admission in a good
One mark. 1 mark. If you even score 1 mark, you are eligible to take admission in engineering.
In a good engineering college, he wants to know.
Good engineering college. See, if you, the maximum marks you have, you will get good college as per your perception. If you want to take admission in IIT, you should have 99 percentile in JEE mains.
Sir, one question is there. Say in the remote chances of MHCT not happening and the student who has not appeared for JEE, then what? The same question is there.
Same is, see, if such thing happen, we have to wait for guidelines given by Director of Technical Education. According to me, if such thing happens, then your PCM work will be considered for admission.
Okay, sir. The next question is, sir, distinguish between BE and BTech. What is the difference between BE and BTech?
See, BE and BTech is the same degree. BE is given by affiliated colleges, like affiliated colleges to Mumbai University, Pune University, and your Aurangabad, that is Marathwada University. And BTech degree is given by the deemed or private engineering colleges. Okay, like Batu. Batu is a deemed engineering college who gives the deemed university who gives the degree in BTech. So BTech are same. Only it is the degree name which is given by one college or the other college. It has got no, like IITs give BTech degree because those are the autonomous institutions. So institutions which are autonomous, private and deemed universities, these are giving BTech degrees, and affiliated colleges, that is Mumbai University, Pune University, Ramanand Tirth, your Sholapur University, all these universities give you BE degree. Both are same.
Next question is, what is cutoff of CET of UCOE?
Which branch you are talking about? If you are talking about computer science, it is, I told you, it is 73.
Yes, CS branch. Yes.
73.
Okay, sir. People are requesting, sir, इसका PDF मिलेगा क्या इन सभी details का?
हाँ, हम लोग वो PPT जो किया है वो शेयर कर सकते हैं सबसे.
People are requesting for recording also.
It can be available on our website.
Okay. One participant, Sunita, sir, I have not filled form of JEE and filled not MHCT. Am I eligible for engineering?
No.
One another question. Are we going to attend all the lecture in online mode, or you will call us to the college in this pandemic?
As of now, we are doing online lectures. Still your admission has not started. Once the admission starts and we finish the admission process, we will come to know what would be the situation of pandemic or novel coronavirus. Slowly we are opening up. Now this is lockdown 4, where the entire shops and malls have opened, gyms have opened. Slowly the colleges and schools will also open. It will take time. We'll have to wait for the instructions given by the government.
Next question from Sumant. Is there sports in your college?
Yes, we have a sports gymkhana facility in our college. We promote students to participate in inter-college and inter-university sports events. Our students have won prizes in cricket, kabaddi, in all badminton and table tennis at district level and even at state level. So we have those facilities.
Okay, sir. The next question from Neer. Sir, for second year, we can get admission on what basis?
Second year, if the person is if the student has completed his diploma, then based on his third year marks, he is eligible to get admission in direct second year engineering. After 12th, he cannot take directly second year.
Okay, sir. The next question is, can parents track student attendance and progress online?
Yes, the students and parents both will get the students' performance online, either through SMS or through website. We would be putting all their attendance, etc. After every 1 month, we inform parents and take the parents meeting. We call parents to the campus, discuss the progress report of their ward, discuss their attendance and performance in the unit test, and take measures to improve on his performance.
Yes, sir. The next question is the same from previous. If colleges provide online teaching, what about the practicals?
No, in engineering, you will have to complete the practicals by attending the college. So by maintaining the social distance, definitely the practicals will be conducted in the college. We'll have to wait for the guidelines, and we would be conducting practicals in the college itself.
Yes, sir. Virtual lab.
Or even we have virtual lab facilities where the practicals can be conducted. We are associated with IIT Bombay. We have tied up with IIT Bombay as a remote center. We have IIT Bombay virtual lab. We also have IIT Bombay robotics lab, eYantra lab, where students are trained in robotics. And we also have one more USP of our college. Let me tell you, we also promote students to participate in the organic farming, where 2 of our groups, that is 20 students, now they are in final year. They have done the organic farming entire research, and they have done their final year projects in the organic farming. So such things are being promoted at our college.
Okay, sir. The next question is, eligibility for admission is a 50% in PCM. If no CET, please confirm, sir.
Yes.
Another question is, for CS, is it 73 percentile or marks in a CET?
Marks in CET.
Okay. Another question from Harsh is, the domicile is a require or not? It is
no, it is not. If you have birth certificate, domicile is not required.
Next question is, sir, COEP and VJTI college cut off from based on MHCET.
You will have to find out from website. I cannot tell directly because I have not seen exactly what is the cutoff, but you'll have to go through DT website. You'll be going to come to know all the details of cutoffs of all the colleges in Maharashtra.
Yes, sir. Expect this year, he's writing. Sir, that is it. One more question in previously asked. Please explain JOSSA, Joint Seat Allocation Authority counseling process.
No, I don't know. You will have to give me details exactly what you want, what he wants.
Sir, the next question from Sumant. What is the probability of academic year starting from first year?
November 1st. For first year engineering, November 1st, we will be starting the academic year.
Sir, if we don't get admission in all round, then what can we do?
See, my request is that you might have got the SMS today, or we will also put a link. All those who are interested can fill our online form, admission inquiry form, and keep it ready. As and when the admission process starts, we can call you for admissions, and you can take the admissions in the institution level admissions at the respective colleges. We give admissions to the students on first come first serve basis. Okay, and of course the students are given first preference. So you can fill this form and keep it ready. If you don't get admission anywhere, then you may wander here and there. So you need to go and contact the colleges, fill their forms, and submit the online applications.
Sir, the next question from Arush, that is, what is the fees of first year engineering? Bus fees will include in college fees or excluded?
No, bus fees will be extra. The college fees is 1,17,000. Bus fees is separately taken. Bus fees is not, it is an optional. If you want bus facility, you can pay the bus fees. If you don't want bus facility, the bus fees is not required to pay.
Okay, sir. The next question is, if I have got 12th in 84%, but I don't get the required percentile, then what should I do?
Pardon me?
Sir, if he get 84% in a 12th class and don't get revised percentile in a CET or in 12th, so what can she do or he do?
He will get admission in our college.
Okay, sir. The next
Someone,
question,
yeah, tell me.
sir, we should wait for CET or take admission in colleges or private?
No college will give you admission right now, my dear friends. You will have to wait for government guidelines. After the guidelines, only you will be given admission. Okay. No college can give admission right now. No affiliated college, like we are the affiliated college to Mumbai University. So such colleges will have to wait for guidelines. We can only take your data, admission inquiry form, and that admission inquiry form can be considered for calling you for the admission process. So now we cannot give any admission based on any other guidelines not given by the DT or the admission authority. So we'll have to wait.
What is the fee structure for civil engineering? Can OBC get admission from management quota? Any scholarship, sir?
See, for all the branches, fees is same. We don't take any donations. Even if you take direct admissions in the institution level, there are no additional fees is being taken. All the fees is approved by Shikshan Shulk Samiti or the fee regulatory authority. Either you take admission through online or the institution that is offline, the fee is same for all. So there would not be any scholarship given. Scholarships will be only given to the students who are eligible for the different categories which I have mentioned.
Yes, sir. The next question is Jain food is available in your canteen?
Yes, we are providing Jain food in our college canteen. And there was also a question that is there a health care facility available? Yes, we do have the healthcare room. We also have the facilities for physically challenged students, like we have ramp, we have lift facility, and we have special washrooms for disabled or the challenging people. So all these facilities are available in the campus.
Yes, sir. The next question is, sir, if we don't get admission till third round, then we can apply in UCOE, sir?
Yes, you can apply to UCOE.
Yes. Sir, BTech fees in computer science in private sector.
See, on an average, fees
Sir, your voice is not clear.
of the colleges is around 1 lakh. I was not clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you're clear.
So fees is you will have to go to site and see the exact fees, but on an average, the fees of all the colleges are 1 lakh and above.
Yes, sir. The next question is, can we pay bus fees later on after admission fees?
Yeah, you can pay the fees, bus fees later on after the admissions. Yeah.
Sir, that's it. The question from student.
Any other question? If you have students are there, if you have, you can answer or we out of that.
Yes. Student can unmute your mic and speak questions or anything you ask, you can ask. You can ask in Hindi, English, Gujarati, and Marathi. We will answer your question.
Sir, there is a question from one candidate whether we are having hostel facility.
No, sorry, we don't have any hostel facility in our campus, but we can definitely assist you in getting to hostel because there are hostels available in Naigaon and Vasai. So we can help you getting the admissions by providing the address, phone number, and talking to the people. And we by providing the bona fide certificate to the students that you are bona fide students of Universal College of Engineering. Right, over to Marina.
Thank you, sir, for giving such a clear information about the admission processes and answering the queries of all the participants. I now invite Mr. Shivam Shukla, the head of the Department of Applied Science and Humanities, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Marina ma'am. Am I visible and audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Marina.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. First and foremost, just I would like to speak about the inquiry form. Everyone, just take a note that once you will be filling this feedback form, now it will be posted in the chat box. So just fill that feedback form. You will receive the feedback. You will receive the certificate along with the in your mail. And in the same mail, you will be receiving an inquiry form of our college, as well as the same inquiry form link is there in the certificate as well. So what you can do is you can fill that particular inquiry form. So whatever the updates related to admissions are there, we will be letting you all know through SMS and through mail. So please do fill in that. Second thing I would like to tell is the energy transfer that you have seen. It is corely done by the first year engineering students. Based on that, it's a contraction based mechanism, and the students have participated at the IIT events and even won over there. Now I will propose the vote of thanks. Patil sir, there is one more question. Sir, doing masters in AI and ML is necessary or just we can do online course? It's a question proposed. Patil sir.
Masters in engineering.
Yes, doing masters in AI and ML is necessary or just we can do online course is the question.
Depends on if you can do online course only after your graduation. So graduation, now the AICT has come out with the specialization in AI and ML right from graduation. Earlier there used to be the post graduation, that is after graduation people used to do. Now you can do it in graduation itself. So if you are doing BE in AI and ML, then you don't have to go for a specialized course into that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I propose the vote of thanks. Good evening to everyone. It is my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I thank Principal Sunil Mantri sir, the director of the Universal Group, for motivating us to conduct this webinar. I thank our respected campus director, Dr. Jitendra B. Patil sir, of Universal College of Engineering for giving his guidance and constant support towards the organization of today's webinar and delivering a very informative speech in the webinar. As an HOD, I thank each member of my team from the Department of Applied Science and Humanities for looking after all the minute aspects to ensure its smooth conduction. I congratulate them for the successful conduction of today's session. Finally, I extend my thanks to all the participants for their participation and patient listening, and I hope you will give us opportunity to help you to achieve your dreams. All participants, please note, e-certificate will be provided to the participants within 24 hours of filling the feedback form. You will find the link for feedback in the chat box for today's session, which we have already posted. You can just check it. Even the admission inquiry form we have posted. Feedback link will be open till 9 p.m. Today night, and admission inquiry form is open till the time you get the admission. So you can fill it anytime. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening. Thank you. So shall we close? CD sir?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.